good point. He did hold his own. I'll give him that much. Like I said, one of the best matches of his career, but he lost the match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a tag team match. Introducing first, coming straight from the gym, weighing at a combined weight of 333 pounds of compressed muscle, the Cutlet, Javi Montenegro, and Too Strong, Isaac Morales.
Listen, Trent, real quick before we get on to the redemption of Isaac Morales and the Cutlet. Axe Manson was not there for Jack Calloway. Axe Manson had opportunity after opportunity to, let's say, give a little extra support to Jack Calloway during his world title match. That's what teammates really do, and that is not what Mr. Manson did. He stood there looking like an oaf the whole time. Jack Calloway fighting for his life in there. And what's Axe doing? Playing with his blades? They got this jackass.
Now introducing their opponents. Introducing first, hailing from the Sky Temple, the Wind Dragon, Dustin Nguyen.
Well, time will only tell between Axe Manson and Jack Calloway, but we're moving on here tonight at TCS 51 in tag team action as Too Strong, Isaac Morales, and the Cutlet, whom you just saw come out here, going to be taking on this guy, the Wind Dragon, Dustin Nguyen, and his tag team partner, a man that he challenged for the Lone Star Championship back at TCS 50. The Lone Star Champion, the Gutter Snake, Izzy James.
You know, Dustin Nguyen teaming up with an adversary is nothing new, because it's the only friend that he can get, really, at this point.
Oh, just like that. All right. Too Strong and Cutlet not wasting any time even before the bell rings here, and Dustin getting laid out at the hands of the Beefy Boys, if you will.
Hey, this is a smart move by the Beef Boys. The Beef team, the Dream Beefs. Whoa.
Well, now here comes the longtime veteran, the Lone Star Champion. And now the bell rings, this match officially underway. As Isaac now a kick to the midsection on Izzy James. That's exactly the type of tactics that I would expect out of Cutlet and Isaac in this matchup.
Well, hey, they're out for retribution. They're out to prove a point against Mr. Dragon and Mr. Izzy, but right now, Izzy and the Wind Dragon clearing house early on in this contest.
And maybe a little dark on your screen, fans, but there's a little green shimmer on the tights of Izzy James, showing some syncness of the Wind Dragon and the Gutter Snake, two reptiles, I suppose, here tonight. Can't call them the Reptile Twins or anything. Oh, Izzy and Dustin now sending the Cutlet. Well, the Cutlet, real quick, trying to get out of a precarious position in between the champion and the Wind Dragon.
Well, you're just full of them tonight, Trent, aren't you? You have a good time in Vegas?
I had an absolutely fantastic time in Vegas. So did we, all a new Texas Pro. What a weekend it was for professional wrestling. Glad to be back home, however, here in Houston Premier Arena, where you will not find any action in the state of Texas better than right here in New Texas Pro. As the Wind Dragon now taking some fists to the Cutlet of Isaac Morales and Javi Montenegro, getting a shot right there. 2 feet to the chest. Here's a cover by Dustin, hooking the leg, only getting 1 count right there. You know, interesting that Dustin and Izzy tagged together, being that they just competed for that Lone Star Championship against one another. Dan, I know it's not your forte to show respect for someone after you have a fight with them, but we saw that from the Gutter Snake and the Wind Dragon back at TCS 50 after that great championship retention by Izzy.
Well, you know, Dustin tried to use his illegal plate in his ankle to get the advantage on Izzy James. Izzy James felt some sort of way about it, apparently not the way that I would have felt. And now, You got Mr. Morales and Mr. Cutlet really taking it to the Wind Dragon, which, you know, is a long-standing bitterness between the few that goes back all the way to early last year, actually before Clutch City Classic 1 that happened back in April in this very building.
And when we started to see this side of Isaac Morales that we've become way too familiar with here at Texas Contender Series. And there you see the Cutlet and Isaac doing a great job keeping the Wind Dragon in their corner, distracting the referee to get all the advantage they can, wearing Dustin out.
Now listen, this is the Cutlet listening to his Sifu. They have more tag team corroboration right now. They're very simpatico. They're on the same page. Dustin and Izzy, they've never tagged before. I'm not quite sure what their relationship is outside the ring. I don't even know if they talked at all going into this matchup.
Well, we saw them shake hands after their matchup.
I'm sure if Izzy, you know, spent 5 minutes in a room chit-chatting with the Wind Dragon, he wouldn't want to take this match. So, but you know, far be it from me. Beautiful. You know, far be it from me to say what Izzy does or doesn't do.
Cutlet with that dragon screw leg whip taking down Dustin, only getting a 1 count as Dustin reaching for a tag in his partner. And there you see in the background of your screen, Izzy reaching as well, trying desperately to get in this matchup to save this match for his team. You know, Izzy James, the last 11 matches he's had, he has won all of them, albeit they were singles matches, but nonetheless here, Izzy James could find himself in the losers column here tonight for the first time in a long time. If somehow the Strong Boys can get it together, as this crowd here in Houston Premier Arena fully behind the Wind Dragon, trying to will him up to his corner here. And Javi holding on to that damaged ankle now. There's a defensive move by Montenegro with a front face lock on Dustin, trying to keep him at bay.
You see, Javi's learning. The Cutlet is learning. He's learning from Isaac. One day, this caterpillar will blossom into a beautiful butterfly.
Well, we could have seen the Cutlet blossom a little bit earlier than expected. The last time we were on air here in Houston Premier Arena, if you remember, Isaac and Cutlet had an official matchup with one another to determine a future TCS championship match.
Because they both won the Turbo Rumble in Super Texas Contender Series 8.
We saw Isaac.
And Javi did exactly what he had to do. You got to listen to your teachers. You got to follow the process. Follow the ones that have come before you. It's a beautiful thing. And then when the Cutlet finally blooms into a big, fat, juicy 64-ounce steak, he's going to be a 200-pound steak as he squeezes the life out of the Wind Dragon. And it looks like it's time for the creatine crash.
Tag made. The Cutlet now back in. Isaac holding Dustin with a big springboard elbow drop using the bottom rope there. Yeah, Javi with much hesitation laying down for Isaac in that matchup. And if what we've seen out of the Cutlet thus far is any indication, maybe one day we'll see some great matchups coming forward from the, well, Cutlet, who may one day be a 200-ounce steak. Is that what you said?
A 200-pound steak.
That's a lot of meat. Tag made in by Isaac, now the legal man. Dustin, been in this matchup for a long time. It's obviously wearing down on the Wind Dragon as Isaac now sliding over, creating some space, gaining speed and running right into the Wind Dragon in the corner. Oh, blowing a kiss over to Izzy now. Oh, Dustin leaping out of the way now, but once again, that damaged leg, oh, got him over, but how effective was it as the Wind Dragon is down himself now, and Izzy desperately pounding the top turnbuckle, trying to get his partner to make a tag as the fans are right behind Izzy.
Javi, reach out your arm, man. You can reach it from there.
Both men crawling into their corners. Tag man to Cutlet. Dustin makes a tag to Izzy. The Cutter Snake, the Cutlet. Legal man in. Back body drop for Too Strong. And here comes Izzy James. sending Isaac over the top rope down to the outside. Here comes one for Cutlet. Oh, sidestepped Izzy. Izzy with a very fancy way out of the ring here. And now a kick towards Isaac. Cutlet trying to take advantage. Oh, moved out of the way. Oh, Izzy James. Feet of Fury flying. Here comes James off the ropes. Missline diving suicide dive to the outside. Landing on his feet. Oh, caught the Cutlet. Not the 200-ounce stink that he is. Maybe one day. And throwing down onto the apron. Big slam by James, followed up with a senton. Here's a cover by James. Isaac coming in right there at the last second to break it up and save this matchup for his team. Now Isaac making that save there. Isaac wanting to keep the momentum in his corner after winning, well, an official match last time against the Cutlet, but has his eyes set on a future TCS championship opportunity. And right now, has his eyes set on a victory here as the Cutlet now making the cover. Dustin right there at the last second breaking up the count, but the damage right there sustained once again by Dustin with that damaged ankle.
Yeah, don't forget, Isaac Morales is the #1 contender for the Texas Contender Series Championship. He defeated the Cutlet to earn that right after they both won the Turbo Rumble at Super 8. But right now, Dustin Nguyen going for the line.
Oh, the Kata Hajime. The Kata Hajime trying to be applied. Dustin trying to fight out of it. Finds a way real quick. Isaac didn't get all of it, but the Snapdragon connects from Dustin. Sends Isaac down. Cutlet trying to check on Isaac. Izzy's right there to pull Cutlet. And now lifting up Javi.
No.
Oh, this is going to be bad for Javi. Oh, a huge buckle bomb into the corner. Izzy James coming off the ropes looking for snake bite. Dustin now a fatal kill. Here's a cover. Izzy the legal man. And what a win by the Gutter Snake and the Wind Dragon here tonight.
Your winners, Dustin Nguyen and the new Texas Pro Wrestling Lone Star Champion, Izzy James.
Well, the streak of Izzy James continues now, being at number 12, getting a win side by side with the Wind Dragon, Dustin Nguyen. Momentum continuing to be on the side of the champion as he and his partner stand tall tonight here at TCS 51. Isaac, oh, in your background right there, you can see Isaac shoving down the Cutlet as Javi was coming to the aid of his mentor. Isaac obviously not happy whatsoever. That Cutlet taking the pin from Izzy James here. A lot of questions on that end here as we continue to move on here tonight. Well, fans, as you see Izzy and Dustin making their way out. The last time we were on air here in Houston Premier Arena at TCS 51,
I'm gonna be sick.